Welcome to the Art Source Happy Hour, where we catch up with our art world colleagues over drinks while staying safe by staying home.
We're super excited to host today Gur Inbar, an up-and-coming ceramist artist based in Tel Aviv, whose work we follow with great admiration. Hi, Gur.
Hi, Sarah, Michal.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start with the l'chaim. Cheers.
Cheers.
So where are you spending your quarantine these days, Gur?
Actually, I spent it mostly in my studio, which is quite close to where I live. So since commuting it doesn't take me a long time, I do it quite easily. I try not to get caught by the police, even though I did find out that I'm not doing anything illegal. So I'm most of the time here in my studio.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Around maybe a little bit?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's a little bit messy right now, but it's
okay. It's real.
So here are my wheels. Can you see them? I mean, do tell me.
A little lower. The camera. Perfect.
Okay, so these are the wheels on which I work. They are pretty clean right now because I do make myself to do that. There are still plates that need to be sent to Qatar, but nobody works right now, so so they're still here.
So these were commissioned for a restaurant?
Yeah, for a restaurant in Doha, in Qatar. One
Awesome.
of the Al-Dukas restaurants. It's a huge project I've been working on. You can see more of them over here. Can
you
see
show
them?
us a detail, maybe?
Yeah, of course. Take a few.
Wow. These are, I love these.
Stunning.
There are these.
Wow. I love the colors.
And these are porcelain, right?
Yeah, it's pink porcelain.
Amazing.
And all hand painted.
Yeah, they're hand thrown on the wheel and hand painted as well. Yeah, it takes forever to make all of them.
Well,
So Michal and I, yeah, that's for sure. Michal and I were these days thinking a lot about the connection between fine art and design. And we feel that your pieces are exactly talking about that, and you're really using the actual vases and vessels and all the things that you create as canvases for your creations. So maybe you can tell us about your process and inspirations.
Well, this question of that seam line between fine art and design is always on my mind, even though that sometimes I do try to forget about it. But it's there. Since, I mean, my degree is in design. I mean, I have a BA in design. I studied in the ceramic and glass department in Bezalel, and I studied how to make products, how to produce things that I can sell and that can be commercialized. And nowadays I'm making only one-of-a-kind products. And even though we do try to sell them in stores and in galleries and to private customers as well, and restaurants, etc., I always think of exactly how industrial and how commercial my pieces are. And it's always, it bothers me in a way because I've never thought of myself as an artist, as a fine artist, but I've never seen myself as a designer either. So basically it leaves me with the fact that I have no idea what I do. I make one-offs and I work with ceramics. and I have many sources of influence and inspiration, but I get back to me with that question in about 10 years from now, okay?
You don't have to choose, Gur. You can be both.
Yeah,
I'm both and more.
Absolutely. So how is this time in quarantine kind of making you think of your creations? And I know for Sarah and myself, it's really made us rethink our focus. And right now we're trying to do everything we can in terms of content and supporting the artists that we work with and getting the word out there. And I know that this is probably affecting your day-to-day work. So can you tell us a little bit about how this has made you think of your creations?
Definitely. I mean, when this whole thing started, I got 4 cancellations, one after another. Commission works that were made a few weeks ago by girls, and one restaurant in Germany for like huge projects that I tried to reorganize the studio for weeks before getting the final green light, which turned to be red light eventually. And at the beginning, I was scared. I'm still, I have my worries, but at the end of the day, it gives me an opportunity to work on my website finally, which is a fact that I truly do bless it. I mean, I finally get to sit down and edit what I can show the world online. And also, well, I'm joining your project, Design Source, which is amazing. But also, besides the fact that I try to go online, I also got this amazing opportunity to work on things that are only self-motivated, that are they are not orders who were made by anyone. They're just my ideas. And I think that this thing has a big connection to that seam line between art and design that we talked about. I mean, I don't need to develop products right now. I can just work on my own stuff. I mean, I can do anthropoids like making like relatively big pieces. You can see
Beautiful. Wow, I love these.
And they weren't commissioned by anyone, so I can do whatever I like. Which is, I mean, hopefully I will sell them one day, but right now I can just play with it, and I am thankful for that. I mean, it's not an opportunity I get very often.
Yeah, all of us. I can't wait to see where this takes you and like what direction your work will go after this.
Me too. I mean, there's a inner struggle between the will for this entire thing to over and between another will for this to be forever.
So do you have one more thing to show us, maybe one more work you're doing these days?
I have another big anthropoid that I like.
Show us.
Yeah, show us.
I want to.
Wow.
It sounds, I mean, a bit childish or stupid, but I made it like very wide so I can put a palm tree inside it.
Cool.
So it's
Wow.
It was maybe closer.
I didn't hear you?
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. I miss your studio, Gur.
So you will come back soon, hopefully.
Can't wait.
I hope so.
So until then, we'll say thank you so much for showing us what you're working on now and for joining us and having a drink with us.
Nice.
And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Hopefully.
Bye, Gur.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.